Good morning, world. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Normally, I would have coffee, but I had physical therapy yesterday that I completely forgot about. So, I kind of sort of technically did not, well, not kind of sort of technically, I just didn't get back online. Um, my kids decided they was going to have their leftover nachos. Because I didn't eat nachos yesterday. I had something completely different. So they decided to eat the leftover nachos for dinner, which was great because I did not have to cook anything. And if they didn't want leftover nachos, they had food that they could have taken out to eat. It popped in the air fryer. But let me show y'all what my kitchen looks like. Normally, my kids, how they leave it. So, that's the bottom of the upper underside of the cabinet. I normally would have coffee. I don't feel like coffee. So, I got this cup from Myers. I had some Arizona strawberry kiwi juice in there. So I'm about to rinse it out. I have the cutest little ice maker. I would pull it out, but I can't. So I actually have to pull it out because I need to fill up the tray. This is our ice maker. I don't know if y'all can see it, but ice there. The top part, let's see if I can. The top part of the lid comes off. There's two trays, one and two. But before I do that, and it freezes fairly quickly. You definitely don't need your water running high because it will start to splash everywhere. And that's not what we want. And you want to make sure you don't overfill the ice tray. And the reason why I say you want to make sure you don't overfill it. Oh. Shoot, something. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's right here. I'll show you how I put it in here. But it's ledges that the trays have. So on an empty tray, these are the ledges that you hold on to put them in there. They freeze within a couple hours. Like I said, I try not to overfill mine because who wants to deal with the psychotic mess. And with the top one, I usually just stick my hand in the middle and grab one of the sides. Put the lid back on. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, my hands are cold from that. I had Pepsi before I went to bed. You need ice. I need that kick your butt energy. And I don't feel like waiting on the coffee. So, I'm just going to make me some Pepsi and call it a day. And yes, my hair did become unstraightened. Okay. After this morning shower. So, we are going to clean the kitchen. And not really clean it. I'm going to pre-rinse all of these dishes. I'm going to pre-rinse all the dishes, stack them. Start the boys' lunch. And breakfast. Start their lunch and breakfast. And then after they leave up to school, take the other dishes out the dishwasher, pop these in, and go about my way. As you can see, the frizziness came back in my hair. I told y'all my hair on heat. They be ready to fight on site for moisture and not heat. So I'm trying to find products for my texture of hair. I think I have the Kinky Curl stuff. But because I don't know how to manage it, or I don't know what products to get for it, have to do my nail because it works. And I've been growing my hair out, my hair, my kids. But, yeah. My son after I got off yesterday, I need to post the video I made yesterday. I'm gonna post it. It'll be 2 posts for me today. But my son, after I got into the video, he come talk to me, talking about, Mommy, can I stay home from school? No, absolutely not. Go to school. What's wrong with you? You walked out here just fine, so I know your legs is working. You're not talking to me exasperated, so I know you're breathing. I can look at your fingers and toes and see that they are there. I don't see no blood. So, what's the deal? I just don't feel like going to school. That sound like a personal problem to me. It does not sound like a mommy issue. That sounds like an Aiden issue. Aiden can get over it because Ada will be attending school today. Yeah, that's not enough. But work doesn't set him off. He's 10. So, he knew I wasn't changing my mind. So he sucked it up and got himself up. They got ready to walk up to school. He knew he wasn't winning that battle with me. I don't even know why he tried. And then I'm hostage in my house because my son was set to eat the meal before he left for school. He thinks he left my keys, put my keys back down on the hook. I personally did not see them. They're not on the hook. You can't miss them because they got a big old pink Mickey Mouse on there. And yep, sure enough as shit. He can't find my keys. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning like, I need my keys. I gotta find my keys. So I checked all the couches, lift the couches and everything. No sign of keys. Nowhere. Not a single place. But I prayed to God and just said, God, just show me, can you show me where my keys? And then after that, after I'm going back to bed, I gotta get up in the morning. So, I prayed on that, went back to sleep. I should be up. The only thing is, I can't check my mail. I can't check my mail. We can't leave the house. We can't. Somebody has to be in the house at all times. Hopefully this teaches my son a lesson about being reckless and loose with my keys. He was reckless and loose with his, lost his twice. Had mine, lost mine, and now we can't find it. So for anybody out there, anybody out there that knows me and know where I stay, don't try it. Please don't try it. I have security cameras all throughout my house. I sure do. And a single mother raising 2 boys, I have security cameras that I take professional monitoring for. I sure do. So that's just for the nutcases out there. And oh yeah, I keep my cameras armed even though I'm in the house. I have a dog. When Gigi walks to leave out my room, I turn my cameras off. When he comes back, I turn them back on. So, again, and that's just me as a single mother. A single mother, I do need to, certain things I need to be prepared for. Some stuff, you know. It's stuff that, you know, as a single woman, as a single mother, raising boys, it's certain things that you have to be prepared for. And intruder breaking into your house, that's some stuff that you have to be prepared for and on the alert for. Like I said, it's not that we're in a bad part of the neighborhood or a bad part of the city, because we don't live in a bad part of the neighborhood or city. I just know that there are moments and times where I'm not going to be home, and they are. And therefore, they need to know how to protect and defend themselves. Ooh, 5:30 alarm went off. They need to know how to protect and defend themselves. And that's exactly what I've taught them at a child appropriate level. So my son knows how to defend and protect himself at the level of a 13-year-old. And my 10-year-old knows how to protect and defend himself as a 10-year-old child. So I can say we're great with that. I'm trying to find the smallest potato out this bag. I may not have found the smallest one, but I only need one potato. But, oh shoot, I need one of those too. No, I don't, because again, I'm just starting this channel. It's a hobby. Well, I wouldn't even, it's a creative outlet for me. I'm learning some stuff. One, it's YouTube studios, it's nothing wrong with it. I just have my attention. Like I said, I think that I have ADD. My psychologist looks at me like I'm nuts, but he knows that I wouldn't say that unless I actually believed it. So that's that. Oh, I need the bigger knife. But like I said, knives, short attention span, having an ass. And I will tell people I have a short attention span, so don't expect me to pay a shit ton of attention. Like, don't. Like, I'll hear certain things. I'll hear you, but I may not respond right away. Why? Because my brain is off on other stuff. Doing Lord knows what, and Lord knows why. That's the best way that I can put it. Doing Lord knows what, and Lord knows why. My attention span just be gone. But, I'm not trying to, sorry y'all. I'm cutting up potatoes, but I'm not trying to have them in big, massive chunks either. Cutting. A potato that I don't want massively big, so diced up massively big. But you know, what was I supposed to say? See, ADHD brain. And even, so I look at this as like, it's a creative outlet for me. It's a way for me to talk about my story or talk about my life in small doses, because again, I'm in therapy and I've done group therapy, I've done DB, I think it's DBT therapy. I'm currently in the process of doing trauma therapy. Well, not trauma specifically, but EMDR therapy. And that's just to help me stay in the moment and not spaz out when flashbacks and stuff like that occurs or arises. I think that's all that's, yeah, that's what that's for. Oh, no. Hey, y'all, don't have my... onions. That's fine. I really should have put these in here. Or use the roll the way that it's supposed to be used. But I don't feel like it. So anyways, like I just remembered. So this is more so a creative outlet for me. It's for me to get used to. I'm finally at that point where I'm ready to talk about my life and why I am the way that I am. Why choose YouTube? Why not? It's easier than talking to a bunch of strangers. I don't have to go back and forth with a bunch of strangers. I mean, y'all can make comments and put it in the comment section. But let me just put it like this. The way society is, it has taught people, it has given people the wrong ideal about people with mental health issues and conditions. It has given society the wrong idea. They'll be like, oh, people be like, oh, well, my husband has this condition, and this condition, and he's still able to work. Again, people with mental health disorders, just because people have common mental health issues, don't mean that it affects them the same. It doesn't mean that they process the same. Some people can have X, Y, and Z mental health disorder and be perfectly fine with talk medication or it be manageable. Then you have people who may have X, Y, Z mental health issues, but those mental health issues was caused by traumas that was done to this child in the past and continued. And again, the longer these traumas go untreated, the harder it becomes to treat said traumas. So people with mental health issues are not monoliths. We are not all the same. We all don't handle things the same. We don't handle it the same. So with that being said, that's why I said society has gravely gave people a jacked up notion, a jacked up perspective and a viewpoint for people with mental health issues. And it sucks because those viewpoints don't always fit them people. And sometimes the viewpoints was put there because society doesn't understand mental health, or they don't have enough people in their family that deals with it. My mom has a mental health condition. What it is, I don't know. I can't tell all of her story because even though I grew up with her, I didn't grow up with her. I wasn't in her custody. We lived in the same house, but I was not in her custody, so I can only talk about my part of the story. So, and my mom would tell people she had been drinking since she was 13. She's 68. She had just got sober maybe 5 to 7 years ago. From 2014 up until last year, me and her had no communication. None whatsoever. Because I cut ties because I got tired of being called a bitch. The first to weigh in got tired of being called a bitch. I got tired of being told, I don't love you, you're not my child, you ruined my life. You get tired of hearing that. And trust me, baby, I was one of them ones I was tired of hearing it. And I was so spunky that me and her would sit here and argue and go back and forth about stuff. Yes, we would. And so, we would argue, go back and forth about stuff, and it was just ugly. Very, very ugly. To the point where I no longer wanted any contact with her. Like, I was done. I found out that she was running around telling people that I got into a car accident with my kid and he was now in the hospital fighting for his life. That was enough to make me be like, oh yeah, no, I gotta leave her alone because she gone. That's my mother and I can't put my hands on her. So let me just get away from her. So that's what made me originally go no contact. I couldn't take it. She was still drinking. And the brothers that she listened to had already deceased. The remaining relatives didn't really give a shit because they didn't have to deal with her. So as long as they didn't have to deal with her, it was whatever. It was truly whatever. So like I said, I just got tired. And I was a new mother. I was dealing with postpartum depression and trying to figure things out as a new mother. And like I said, it wasn't easy. I did have outbursts, but that was because, again, I had dealt with trauma as a child. I had been raped as a child. I had been molested as a child. Beat. What would you call a beating? Anything that wasn't bolted down to the floor? Yeah. But like I said, all that abuse growing up as an adult as a child, had me messed up. And it wasn't just me. There was cousins that lived in the house with us, so we were all messed up kind of stuff. All of us. And if any one of them was to sit here and say, well, the remaining, it was 4 of us. I'm not going to include my female cousin because it was 2 males. It was 2 males and me and my female cousin. I'm not going to include her because she was born with fetal alcohol syndrome. But of the 3 of us adults that are left and surviving, out of the 3 of us adults, 2 of them had records at the age of 13. One of them died from a drug-induced heart attack, from what I was told. And the other did so much dirt here in the state of Michigan that they fled to another state. So, I will yell at my kids until I turn blue in the face. I will repeat myself until I turn blue in the face. I will... all of that. But like actually whooping my kids? Oh yeah, nah. My kids tell me like, yeah, mama, we know you ain't gonna whoop us. That's all we is. We just let you yell. Because we know that you are not gonna whoop us. Like, Cause I like no, I'm not going with that. Not no, just them being a kid or curious about stuff. No, I wouldn't. But for me, my mental health, when I'm having an episode, when my depression is kicking my ass, when my anxiety is beating my ass, I shut the world down and I retreat. Because I know how I can get. So I retreat from the world. I retreat, I back up, I don't do nothing. I take my meds, I focus on my kids, I clean my house, I read my Bible, I read my books. I'll play on my nails, do some diamond art. But, mm-mm. Anything else? No. I don't answer phone calls. I need to get my food bag sealer. But I may answer some phone calls, but as far as that goes, that's it. I ain't doing nothing else. So don't expect me to. Like, I'm quick to tell people that. Don't expect nothing up out of me that you yourself are not willing to give. So, for me, when I'm going through it, I say to myself, my friends know that. They may think they'll send me stuff, but they know darn well I'm not about to check it. Because, again, when I'm in those moments, I realize that I'm very easily triggered. So, considering that, and it could be anything that'll trigger me. It don't have to be nothing specific. It could be anything. So, knowing that, I stay off the internet and I stay off of social media. I'll get into it. Now, y'all not gonna get me out of my YouTube streets. I be in my YouTube streets. I'll be trying to keep up with the latest celebrity gossip. But I do be wanting to know what's going on in the world. That I will say. So, that's how I handle mine. And if I walk into a situation where I feel that it was a setup or I got triggers, and the triggering was on some BS, yep, I sure as shit will I'll call my therapist, like, hey, she can't answer my phone, I'll send her voice notes from my phone. Telling her everything. what happened, what my response was, and I might even sometimes turn around and ask her if my reaction to the situation was normal. Or if I went over the top. And if she says I went over the top, I'll sit back and look at I'll ask her how. She'll tell me. And I'll go back and look, and if I agree, I'll apologize. I'm not above apology. Ew, that one was icky. That one's icky. What is going on with the produce and the veggies? This batch of green beans is the junkiest batch I done seen in my life. When I say janky, I do mean janky. Like, they were picked too late, or the spring foot, they was picked too late. These are bagged. But they definitely are not the best. Not like the kind I remember growing up snapping with my grandmother. I remember on Sundays that would be my favorite thing to do with her. Cook. And then after she passed, I kind of was just like, that one sucks too. Jesus. This one feels like it's a sucky one too. It was. It sucked. It was a sucky bag. A very, very, very clean bag. I need Pepsi. Look at that cold head. I don't like these green beans. Yeah, this bag was a janky bag. Like, janky bag. seriously janky. Oh wait, okay, there it goes. Ooh, sorry y'all. I'm a little bit more talkative, but I'm over here playing with green beans. I literally wasted a half a bag of green beans. Look at me! Look at me! I have noticed it's so early in the morning. This is my last one I'm cutting it because this is gonna make me slap somebody's mama. Because like how and why? See, here goes the salt. Yes, the peppers are in there. Yeah, these I talked about these yesterday in the video, but I forgot to post the video, so I will post it later today. It's just black pepper and salt. Nothing. No extra fancy seasoning. So, this is how my kids like their green.